about, this is going to be about how to brand yourself using agent website. Maybe some of you have started this and maybe it has gone to the wayside as you get so busy in the beginning getting going. But one thing I'm going to do is show you how Mutual of Omaha has made it very turnkey, very easy for you to do. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how that will help you brand yourself. The agent website is not going to be that secret weapon that suddenly has people knocking down your door, but it is going to be the type of thing that will help you get your name in front of people and give them access to you. So I want to talk a little bit about that today, branding yourself, getting to people to know exactly what you stand for. So as the saying goes, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card, and how you leave others feeling after an experience with you becomes your trademark. So your agent website can't do any of those things. What your agent website can do is just give one more thing that you can put in front of people with your name and your face and your contact information. So getting started here, I want to say go on to SPA. There might be a few really new people who do not have SPA yet, or if you are just prior to contracting and you have access to SPA, however, do not have yourself contracted, you probably won't have this link. So don't worry if you don't have this link. We'll get it to you as soon as you're contracted. So if you can take a few minutes, this would be great homework over the Easter weekend. Go into sales and marketing. Go to your agent website. It's going to bring it up. Just like dial-up here. Remember those days? Probably don't. Okay, so as you get into this, you've got to think about a couple things. Do you have a photo that you can use? And how do you want people to perceive you? So here we go, right away, it just tells you right here, edit your website. The reference guide I pulled up before last night and I looked at, it's a really great reference guide, so I don't know if that's gonna open. So let me open the reference guide quick to just show you. This would be a great thing to print before you get started, because what this is gonna do is show you exactly where everything is on the screen. I am connected, I promise. I don't know. Try refreshing. Nope. Okay. It worked on my computer. Well, if we can't get this, it won't be the end of the world. It shows a picture of the website, shows exactly what each piece is going to ask of you, and obviously we're going to make it irrelevant today. You can open that reference guide if you need to. Come on. Okay, I'm going to go to edit. Let's hope that's the one that comes up now. And this is all set up in there for you. So mine is going to look a little different than yours, and I'll show you an agent one as well. But the way mine is set up, it's got my name in there. A lot of it pre-populates. One thing you'll notice is the business address is going to be your division office. If you want that to be different, then you need to send an email to agentwebs@mutualofomaha.com. And that is in your welcome packet. So on the page that describes how to do it, page 27 of your welcome packet, it will give you that email address, or you can just email me and I'll give it to you. But you have to send in if you want your address to be different than the division office. Okay? Has my business phone numbers, has my picture. If for some reason my picture doesn't show up, all I have to do is click on this and it'll tell me exactly how to get my picture in there. And it talks a little bit about the DPI being 300, so the quality of the picture needs to be a certain level. So, you know, you can take it in the office, but you're going to have to make sure it's a pretty good quality picture before it's going to work. So a professional picture works best. It's a good investment anyway, because we'll use it a lot. So then you just go like that, and if you want to edit anything, you can edit it. I'm gonna show you that because there's quite a bit of editing you can do. And so if I go down here, I can change some of that stuff, my email address, my business, my home, phone numbers. But then you also get to pick, where do I save it? Cancel it. But you also get to pick some of the verbiage that's going to be on there. So I want to show you that, and then I'll back you up and show you my website as well. So if you go down here, you can do an introduction, whatever you want your introduction to say. I put helping you achieve long-term success, and I put these words in. And you know, it doesn't matter, we can copy each other. If you have an aha moment, that's great to include. I don't have one. Those are done through the home office, and if you get to the home office and you want to do one, they'll tape one for you. And it's supposed to be an experience or something that really changed your life. And it doesn't have to be related to the business. So if you want to listen to some people's, you can, and I'll show you where to do that. Social media, all my social media is on there, and then I save. Okay, then I can go down and do the other parts. My background, put in my background, very easy. I tried to change this because I have not been here for the past 2 years, but I can't change it. So sometimes these things are just pre-populated, and what can you do? It talks a little bit about recruiting under mine, and then if you want to add some of these other things, education, work experience, whatever. Here, I actually have, let me see if I can add. Yep.
The T didn't go in.
Really? Okay. So we'll try to save that, see what happens. Honors and awards, experience, you know, you can do a lot of bragging. And people like to see that. It's surprising. I have had people, nobody knows what those letters mean, but people know that the letters mean you've done some extra study. So funny thing is, nobody knows what any of my letters mean, but they'll say to me like, oh, I see you've got a lot of letters after your name. I'm like, no, I don't want to become 60 letters after my name, but I don't know anything about my clients. That would be a bad way to go about it. So, you know, in moderation, like everything they say, right? Then you go down here, areas of focus, you can put that in, your team, community events. This is where you can put, if you've got some things going on in the community, like and they put a lot of nice stuff in there for you to populate it. They'll put, like you can put the Wild Kingdom things in there if you've got them, or anything you've got going on in your community, and then it'll go through approval. And then, I want to show you promotional ads. You can put those in here. And that's where we have our sponsorships. That's Mutual of Omaha does a great job of sponsoring golf, the USA Swimming. The trials are coming up this summer, which would be great to go to, the Olympic trials in Omaha. And then the Wild Kingdom, for anybody over 40, that's a great memory. So if you're selling to the senior market, even if you don't know it, they do. My memory is sitting on Sunday night waiting for that Wild Kingdom show to come on, and they'd sing a little song. I've even had clients sing it to me. And under the videos, you can go in here and pick a video that really talks to your target market, whether it be disability or life insurance, or if you want, you can get a video in there. Mine brings up a lot of recruiting type aha moments, but yours could bring up some other ones that'll be more applicable to your business. So if you want to watch an aha moment, go down here and watch it, see if it's something that you would like to do. And I'm not going to take your time on that right now. So here we go. We've got everything in there. We're going to save it all. And then I'm going to click on it and show it to you as soon as it gets done. So branding yourself, you know, think about who your ideal profile is. And then as you write up this verbiage for your agent website, think about how you want to be perceived by those people. So there is a little bit of timing and touch with this. And then I would put it on your signature of your emails. I would think that if you put it on your signature, people are gonna click into it. It makes you look professional. I think you could probably get a more in-depth website, but it would probably cost you $400 to $600. And when you're starting, this will certainly serve its purpose. So go ahead and do that. And then I want to go in here to show you what your web address is. And we can look at my smiling face, but then I also want to show you an agent one. Now on this welcome packet, it also tells you where to send your picture. It'll also tell you who to call if you're having trouble. And so you can always call me, but if you call that 800 number, they probably know even more than I do how to get those things fixed. I think you all know I'm not big on technology. I've already proven that many times. So, waiting here for the dial up again. There we go. Okay, so this is how mine looks. Take this off. And what you can do is right here, this is the great thing about it. People are getting to the point that they're using the internet a lot more these days. People don't want to sit on the phone. We've heard that again and again. It's you know, it's the day and age of instant gratification, get on the computer and find out what you want. They can go on there and say, how can I help? It says, what can I do for you? Have career opportunities. It says to contact me. Here, schedule an appointment. If they go in there and they schedule that appointment, it goes immediately to your email box. It does not go to the home office. So immediately you're going to get that. And if you guide people to there on your email signature, they can be making appointments with you through the email. Wouldn't that be great to be getting requests for appointments?
Does it show what your schedule looks like? Like if you click on that, does it say Becky's
No.
available from 2 to 3?
No, it would just be the request.
Okay.
So then I would have to respond back to the email. Talks a little bit about me, and then it has all of these things, which is incredible. Talks about protecting your lifestyle, the Wild Kingdom is back on webcast. So this is great because it really talks a lot about who we are as a company, and you can be really proud of that. I mean, 107 years old company, Fortune 500, very financially strong and stable. So your clients know if you fall off the face of the earth tomorrow, they've got a great company to rely on. And we just had a great story. I'd love to share it with you this week. Matt had, actually Matt, you're sitting here. Why don't you give the story about your client that you talked to this week? Oh no, that was Travis. Travis, okay, I'll tell the story. So Travis had a client call in. It was actually a client who was not his. It was an orphan client. And unfortunately, a young couple in their late 20s had 2 children. And when they signed up for their life insurance, they put the child rider on there for $5,000. They later had a second child after the life insurance was put in place, and the child had a lot of medical complications. She lived about 18 months in and out of the hospital and just had recently passed away. So he called the office and they directed him to Travis as an orphan. And Travis talked to them and they wanted to know, they thought they remembered when meeting with their agent that all children would be covered under their children rider, all future children. So Travis went looking around and called the home office, and they stood by the contract. In fact, if a child is born and you have a child rider on your policy and they're born after the policy's signed, then they will be added automatically. And so Mutual of Omaha is paying that family $5,000. It won't bring back their 18-month-old child or the last 18 months of medical bills, but it will give them a little financial help. And they did do the right thing by getting the life insurance on the child. So a great story as you go out and talk to your people this week is you have a company that will stand behind the policies they have. And that's why we're an A-rated company. So it's really good to remember that when that comes. And boy, Travis felt pretty good to call that person back and at least tell them that they had indeed done the right thing and that the company would be paying that out in short term and they'd be getting that soon. Like I said, it's a Band-Aid on a wound that'll never heal, but it's a great story for us. that we have a great company behind us. So there's everything about it, how to connect into my Facebook, how to connect into my other things, and it'll take people to where they need to be. So quick, let's go around and get some questions, and let's talk a little bit about who's done a website like this. Michael or Scott, have either of you done your website?
Yeah, I've got mine set up, not as in-depth as yours, just the basic parts of it.
Okay. Okay, so probably a good time this weekend with, well, I know it's a holiday weekend and you want to spend time with your family, but it might be a great time to go and look at that website and see if you can add a few more pieces as you go. Do you have it on your signature or somewhere that people can see it? Scott?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think a couple people that have called me have said that they've seen the website, so it must be around.
Okay, well, let's get it on your signature somewhere, even at the bottom, and see if people will, notice it then. So,
Okay.
yeah, because it's a great option. Most of that stuff isn't me, most of that stuff is not me filling that out. Most of that's on there, pre-populated.
Yeah, and one of the things, when I was putting photos in and, the home office was saying you have to know them, they did say to not have a black background, even though maybe it looks really good, just because if you do like flyers or you put your picture on, cards and trifold, it definitely prints out really weird, and the picture that you use for your website is also the picture that's used for those things too, so that was just a little FYI from them.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I think I've reset my password here. I thought I knew what it was, but maybe I don't. Incorrect password. Okay, so that's great. What about Michael? Do you have yours set up?
That was my fault, right?
Oh,
I have mine, Becky.
Oh, this is
Everything
Scott.
was- I mean, obviously I don't have the letters behind my name like you do, but yeah, everything else is pretty much set up.
well, in due time, right?
Eventually.
Okay, let's go around the room here. Catherine, do you have yours set up?
I feel like it was probably something that I did like a year ago when I first came, and I don't even know how to access it until you showed us today, so there's stuff I can go on and change now.
Excellent, excellent. Shane?
Yeah, I set mine up probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago, then I switched it to my Reedsburg office. So now that you look on, basically when you can find agents on the website, if you're looking to kind of cover a certain area by changing your office location on there,
Yeah.
we'll get when people type in like an area code on the agent finder, your area code will come up and your name will come up. That's the big thing, because if you don't have that, it won't pop up.
Yeah, that's true. And people do Google,
Right.
will Google Mutual of Omaha,
Mhm.
and then they'll type in their area code and you want it to come up. So Shane gets a good point there. If you have that website up and running, it will put you in the area that your website says you are, and it'll make you one of the preferred. And with you being in Reedsburg, I don't think we have a lot of other advisors
Nothing,
there,
no.
so it's good that you take your small towns or your common areas that you use and make sure they're in there. Dan, do you have one yet?
No, I should probably do this.
You should probably do this. Matt, do you have one?
Yeah, does it get automatically updated when you become MOS?
I don't think so. I would double check that. It's so easy to double check. Just go into SPA, go under sales and marketing, go to your agent website, and then you can do a lot of editing. And boy, I looked at mine and I hadn't looked at it in a while and I do want to edit it. So it kind of switched back on me when I took this new position. So I need to re-edit it a little bit. Anybody else on the phone like to share their experience so far with this? Okay. Feel free to jump in. I'm not hogging the phone here. So this is a great way to get your name out and show what you do. You just have to go under sales and marketing, go over to your agent website, and if you get in there and you need to put your picture in, it will allow you to do that, and it'll tell you exactly who to contact. So Also, I want to refer you back to that welcome pack